We got Boston. We got the Nets going down tonight. Couple minutes away from tip off, man. Seven Mitchell in the building. This is the best of seven sports talk live scoreboard of the Nets versus the Celtics. It's going down in a few minutes, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Got a dope game on the way, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Tell a friend to pull up. Yo, we got one tonight, y'all. It's going down. I'm just going to put it out there. We got two of the league's best scorers going head to head. I'm talking about Kevin Durant and Jason Tatum. They meet tonight with the Brooklyn Nets locking in versus the Boston Celtics. Now, KD right now, he ranks 6th in the NBA in scoring, averaging just under 30 points a game. Jason Tatum, I believe, is 4th in the league right now, averaging 30.8 points per game. The Nets have gone 9-5 against Eastern Conference opponents this season. Brooklyn is also 3rd in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics are 2-0 versus opponents in the Atlantic Division. It's going to be a really, really, really interesting game. And this is going to be a tone setter because when you look at the last 5 games, both teams have won 4 out of their last 5, but Boston is actually coming off of a loss. Brooklyn has won 4 in a row. So even though Boston has been the feel-good story, the Cinderella story so far going into this game and so far early on in this season, the Brooklyn Nets, believe it or not, are actually playing just as well. Like I said, they are currently on a 4-game road trip. And also, mind you, Boston, with them winning 4 out of their last 5 games currently, they were just on a big home stretch themselves. This is their first game on the road in at least 5 games for the Boston Celtics. So this is going to be a real pivotal matchup, not just for the individual matchups of KD and Jason Tatum. I'm looking at the team, the momentum overall. Miami showed you guys the other night that they are here. They're not going nowhere. Of course, I think Philly, once they get a little healthy, they'll be able to get things together. We watched Giannis and Chris Middleton and them guys. They fell to the Lakers last night, but that was Chris Middleton's first time back. So, I anticipate Milwaukee to get a little bit stronger at the end of the season. This is actually the first game of 4 between the Nets and the Celtics in the regular season. The next game is not going to be until January the 12th. That will also be here in the Barclays Center. But it's all about tonight. The Boston Celtics 18-5 on the year. The Brooklyn Nets finally over 500. They're now 13-11 on the season. Ben Simmons for the Brooklyn Nets will not be playing tonight. He is out with that knee injury. No new reports as far as people that's going to be out for Boston. You know, Danilo Gallinari, Robert Williams is definitely not going to be suiting up. So, for what it's worth, man, it's all about the all-stars, the superstars of the team, and everybody is locked and loaded tonight. Um, Jason Tatum is averaging 48% shooting, averaging 31 points for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown averaging 24 over the last 10 games for Boston. You look at the Nets, man, Royce O'Neal, he's averaging 2.3 made three-pointers per game for the Nets. He's scoring just under 10 points a game while shooting about 42% from the field. KD averaging just about 30 points a game, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. KD's also averaging about 1.82 blocks over the last 10 games for the Brooklyn Nets. So both of these teams um, could definitely go in different directions after this game. This is going to be a really interesting game. Tip-off should be going down in a few minutes, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. I'm Seven Mitchell. This is the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I'll be chopping it up with you guys, giving a little bit of play-by-play, but I do have to leave early because we got another show live streaming here on the YouTube channel tonight. Myself and my special guest host, Rashid White, is going to be joining me, man, for another episode of the Best of Seven Sports Talk. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified about tonight's podcast with myself and Rashid White. We'll be doing it live here on the YouTube channel. So I'll be stepping away in a few minutes, but I will leave the live scoreboard going so you guys can just stay in the loop of everything that's going down with the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics. Now, a report just came across my radar. Shams is reporting that Atlanta Hawks Trae Young and coach Nate McMillan, they got into it. They had somewhat of an exchange during shoot around on Friday that led to Trae Young not actually attending the team's home win over Denver. I'm not sure what's going on with the dynamics of Trae Young and the head coach, what's going on in Atlanta, but you gotta wonder who do you side with in this situation? Like generally you go with the players. Even if the players are wrong, you go with the players. But has Trae Young built enough cachet to carry Nate McMillan like, the way it's being perceived? Or do you think that Nate is really nobody? Not to say it disrespectfully, but maybe some people feel like Nate might not be nobody at the end of the day. I don't know, but I saw that and it kind of interests me um, that they had this issue during shoot around and then he just didn't attend the next game. So I wonder how this going to play out. I wonder if they're going to fine him or anything like that. In other NBA news, there's a proposed midseason tournament that they put out there. Teams would basically play 10 regular season games in November that would count towards tournament qualifiers, the top 8 evaluation tournament in December. The prizes for the teams will be determined. I'm not really sure if I like a tournament in the middle of the season. Wow. I just don't get it. I'd rather have the NBA partner up with Ice Cube and do something in the off season for, players that's out of the league or something, make that more exciting. But I don't want to see these guys playing more basketball in the season just for them to hurt themselves in the All-Star weekend. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not really digging that. I'm still amazed, man, the way the Lakers are playing. I want the Lakers, they about to tip off tonight as well. I think who the Lakers play tonight. I forgot who LA plays tonight, but LA is also playing tonight. This is the game, though. Brooklyn and Boston. Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant. These guys are going to be going at it tonight. Anytime you got Kyrie playing against the Boston Celtics, it's always fun to watch. This is going to be a really good game. Like I said, it's pivotal because both teams have won 4 out of their last 5 games. Boston with the best record, but Boston is actually coming off of a loss, and all their last 5 games were at home. This is their first time back on the road. The Brooklyn Nets, they're winners of 4 out of their last 5, but they've won 4 in a row, and now they home. Kyrie is back in the mix. KD is doing his thing, playing on both ends of the court. This is going to be a real pivotal game, bro. I think that some bragging rights can be made regardless of the record. I think a little bit of bragging rights for the next couple of days could be spoken on. Miami might have something to say about that, but this is definitely, to me, the game of the night. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I'm Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I'll try to come back and join you guys again real quick with just another brief update. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing rocking. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody in the NBA community. Y'all already know how we do that. Man, don't play with me. Y'all know, yo, y'all know how I play. Don't play with me. Cause see, niggas know how I'm playing. Rashid, thank you, bro. I appreciate it if you still out there, man. Shout out to my brother Rashid White. Make sure y'all check out and subscribe to the Sports to the Wire channel. Thank you so much, brother, for the donation. And make sure y'all subscribe because Rashid and myself is going to be locking in later on tonight, live on the Best of Seven Sports Talk. So I'm going to leave the scoreboard available for you guys as far as the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics go. But I'm going to be leaving a little bit earlier to get myself together because we coming right back here live later on this evening. Myself and Rashid, we got a locking in. Should be a real interesting game. We got two of the best offensive scorers in the game going at it, Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant, man. I cannot wait. I'm really excited. KD right now, he ranks 6th in the NBA, scoring averaging just under 30 points per game. Jason Tatum is averaging 4th overall in the league, averaging just under 31 points per game. The Nets have gone 9-5 versus the Eastern Conference teams so far this year, Brooklyn is third in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics are actually 2-0 against teams in the Atlantic Division. This is the first of 4 games between these between these 2 squads. The next game will be in January back at Barkley when it comes to the regular season series. Royce O'Neal, he's been playing pretty well for the Brooklyn Nets. I can't hold you. He's averaging just over 2 made 3-pointers per game, scoring and averaging about 10 points a game, shooting at about 42%. I ran down the numbers for you guys for KD. KD doing his things really on both ends of the floor. Kevin Durant is looking pretty impressive. I see he's averaging just under 2 blocks per game in his last 10 games. Jason Tatum on the other end for Boston, he's shooting 48% from the field, averaging 31 points per game. We got Jaylen Brown in his last 10 games. He's averaging about 24 points for the Celtics. So this is going to be a big primetime game between both squads. Both of these teams, the Celtics and the Heat, they both are winners of 4 of their last 5 games. However, Boston is coming off of a loss. They just lost their last game, and Boston's last 5 games were all at home. So the Celtics are now on the road for the first time. Brooklyn, on the other end, they have won 4 out of their last 5, but they are currently on a 4-game win streak. So it kind of flipped, even though the records are the same in the last 5 games. To me, Brooklyn has the momentum. I mean, Boston coming off of a loss, and it's just going to be an interesting game. I can't wait to see how this one play out. So you guys make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We got the live score. White from Sports to the Wire. Thank you so much again for the live stream donation. It's game time, folks. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm about to get myself together for tonight's podcast. I hope you guys enjoy the game. I'll be back to chop it up with you guys so we can kind of bust down what we're watching between the Nets and the Celtics, man. Let's get right into it, people. the crap because see, what I need to know really is like from these niggas out here, what else does LeBron got to do? What else does LeBron got to do to be solidified as the fucking GOAT to you niggas? Congratulations to LeBron James. What he did last night, people are going to gloss all over it. But who would have ever thought somebody would have surpassed Magic Johnson?
There in New Orleans, do you think that maybe if he would have gone to another team with maybe better players or whatever, do you think that maybe that situation could have been different?
You know, bro, that is a very interesting question, Mario. And I'm going to say maybe because I like the core that New Orleans had and has today as far as players. But I don't get the vibe from any of those players or the coaches that would hold Zion responsible to make sure that he's in shape and condition from last year, 2 years ago, moving forward. So maybe if he was with another team that had more tough guys in the locker room that would
Miami, maybe.
Yeah, Miami. That type of environment, that makes you hold yourself accountable for things on the court and off the court. That may actually been a problem, was the lack of discipline that he was getting from the higher ups in New Orleans because he's a number one draft pick. And from his part too. But he's young. You know what I mean?
So he's 22.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But you got to have people over top of you that's going to kind of school you, break you down and kind of humble you and let you know what should be happening, what not should be happening. And I think by them losing Anthony Davis, and it seemed like there was no future for New Orleans, they get the number one draft pick. So it's pretty much Zion's show. But if he would have went to another team that had a little bit more toughness in the locker room, you might be right. We may be seeing a different Zion. So it's iffy.
Yeah, because there was a lot of hype him going to New York fans. They always want the biggest star on the market. It happened with LeBron. It happened with KD. It happened with Kyrie. But come on, it's like he
couldn't go to Golden State and play. He couldn't play with Draymond and Steph and them, and they would allow him to just not, work out and be conditioned. Kevin Durant wouldn't go for that.
Yeah,
Kawhi wouldn't go for that.
They are trying to help you get better. They are not asking you something like, they are not asking you to go to college and get a degree. They are asking you to be in shape, to be disciplined, to be part of the team. Like we saw what C.J. McCollum said when he was traded to the Pelicans, that that Zion didn't message him. So obviously there in the Pelicans, they only got C.J. McCollum as a veteran. But to me, I agree with most of you have said, man.
Let's talk about the LA Lakers real briefly, man. Now, LeBron James and Pat Bev last night.
Damn.
I don't know what happened last night, man. These guys shot a pathetic 1 for 12 from the field. LeBron
lost
was
by 30,
7.
right?
Yeah, they lost by like 30 points to the Sacramento Kings. LeBron was 0 for 7 from the field. Pat Bev was 1 for 5. Russell Westbrook was the only player to shoot over 50%. However, Mario, there's reports coming out from Bleacher Report. The trade rumors are still going on with Russ. There's a report that the Lakers are seriously considering sending Russ and their 2 unprotected first-round picks to the Pacers for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. What's your reaction, bro, to this whole drama with Russell and the Lakers? Is it best to just part ways? Do you feel like the Lakers are kind of disrespecting Russell with all these rumors and they not shutting it down? What do you think about everything when it comes to LA?
Yeah, when it comes to LA, my first thought about Russell Westbrook is, come on, man, you're a grown ass man. You don't need to be you don't need an organization to cuddle you. You're a grown ass man. You don't need people to say good things about you, to say that you're gonna be the starter, that Russ is a great player and blah, blah, blah. To me, Russ, he's been an issue, obviously. But to me, the Lakers need to get rid of him as soon as possible. I'm not a great fan of Russell Westbrook, and I have never been. So to me, Russ he has to show mental toughness, man. We've seen a lot of from him. The 2K ratings, he had like a 78
76,
rating.
78. It was terrible. Yeah, they did him dirty.
Yeah, and we also saw the CBS top 100 players. He was like 98. To me, it's that I'm not saying that they need to be tough with him, but maybe there's not another option to make this thing work. Westbrook has to be better. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't fit with the team, they gotta move on, man.
I wish there was something better out there automatically that would put the Lakers in a better position. I do like Buddy Hield. I do like Miles Turner. I do think they would help the Lakers if they were able to, get on the ball club. But at the end of the day, because you have a new head coach and Coach Ham, I think Rob Pelinka owes it to LeBron, AD, Russell, and the new coach to give it a try.
Yeah.
To give it an honest try. Maybe not all the way to the All-Star break, maybe to Christmas. But we got to see and be patient and figure out, what is what. What we witnessed last night, bro, did scare me. I know the game didn't count, but playing like that, shooting like that.
So many young players.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Shooting air balls. Do you think that Russell Westbrook is a winning player?
I think Russell Westbrook is a winning player. I don't know if Russell Westbrook is the reason a team is going to win the championship.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. That's a great point.
And I don't know what team he would fit in with systematically that his attributes would help them win the championship. He got the skills, but I think teams that he could help win a championship don't need him because they got somebody at his position already that works well with their team. So I don't want to call him a loser, but it's hard to kind of gauge where could you put Russ to win the Larry O'Brien trophy. I'm not sure, bro.
Yeah, he's not a first option. He's not a second option. He has to accept that he's a third option, and they got maybe a real possibility to win the championship if the Lakers they gel. But to me, Russell is closer to being a loser player instead of a winning player.
Absolutely. LeBron James. Let's talk about LeBron briefly. Just to get let's get your thoughts real quick, Mario. If he does surpass Kareem for the all-time score in the NBA this season, what does that do for the LeBron James GOAT argument, if anything?
Well, in my case, that doesn't make much. To me, it's a huge record to have. Don't get me wrong. That's a huge record to hold. But to me, if you can't do it on a winning team, it's gonna go to the trash. It's like people are gonna remember LeBron being all-time leading scorer, but they are also gonna remember that last year he didn't make the playoffs. Maybe this year the Lakers are not gonna make the playoffs. So LeBron to me is like he doesn't need anything to prove to nobody. He's a pantheon player. He's one of the greatest players of all time. But to me, and one of the things that I'm concerned with him being one of the highest IQ players in the history of the game, he's gotta realize that maybe these two of last 3 years are gonna be like declining, and that's a tough situation for him to be, because in one part you have the Lakers, they gave you an extension, they almost gave you $100 million, but I'm pretty sure he still wants to win another ring. So it's a tough situation for him to be in.
Now, I thought we were going to have a nice show, a nice, decent, smooth show. I got my man Mario here. This is his first time on the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I thought we were going to have a nice, decent, smooth, clean show. But now, I got to talk to the bosses, Mario, because I'm hearing some disrespect coming from you when it comes to the king. So let's rewind this a little bit. Because when I asked you this question about does it help his argument to surpass as the GOAT, you said no for the most part.
Yeah.
So let me be clear for the American public. Who is the greatest of all time according to you?
MJ, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ah! Mario
Even
has
Kobe,
done
man.
it.
Even Kobe, man.
Kobe what?
I had Kobe
right.
Yeah. I mean, we can make a differentiation. LeBron, as a player by himself, can be better than Kobe, but in terms of winning, I'm a great fan of winning. Obviously,
I got to put
LeBron.
my thinking cap on. I got to put my thinking cap on.
Yeah,
really,
man.
Mario? Really?
I'm even more a fan of Kobe than Jordan, but I have to give it to Jordan, man. He's the GOAT.
Listen, RIP to the Black Mamba. Shout out to Kobe. You know Kobe wasn't better than LBJ. If Kobe is your favorite or more of a favorite to you, I understand that. I can respect that. But you're going to put Kobe Bean Bryant over LeBron James all time?
Yeah, man. I mean, if LeBron ends with 4 rings, it's going to be a huge disappointment, man. With all the hype, listen to me. He's one of the highest IQ players in the history of the game, if not the highest. He's the most athletic player in the history of the game. He's been healthy for like 16, 17 years. What more can I say?
3 franchises to the championship.
But only 4 rings? Come on,
Olympics.
Man.
He's went 11, 12 times to the finals, though, Mario. Like, where's the respect? Where's the love?
I think I lost respect for LeBron when he lost to the Mavericks. That was, come on, man. That was trash.
Wait a minute. So you lost, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So in 2011, you lost respect for LeBron, but you didn't lose respect for D Wade?
Oh, come on, man. D Wade is not even in the conversation. It's like D Wade, that's a great player, but.
Oh, Dwayne Wade gets a pass? Wait a minute.
No. But who's the best player on that team? Who's the best player in the league? The league.
Thank you. So then I'm confused, Mario, because if you lost respect for LeBron in 2011, then he comes back the following year, wins his first championship and wins an MVP, and then comes back again in 2013, wins another NBA Finals. I think he won MVP in 2013. I think Derrick Rose
back-to-back MVP and back-to-back titles.
Okay, yeah. You didn't gain the respect back from that?
But that I listened to Brian Windhorst. He's a great LeBron apologist. And you know, he was on the same high school as LeBron, St. Vincent, St. Mary, and the new narrative that the LeBroneros have, the LeBron supporters have, is they are saying that every time LeBron lost in the finals, he made a big comeback, and that helped him a lot. The different losses, but to me, come on, man. Once you win, that's why to me Jordan is the greatest player of all time, because he set a new standard. Before Jordan, no one have won a three-peat. Only Bill Russell in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. He won 3 in a row. Then he did it again. And to me, LeBron, if LeBron would have won 4 in a row, to me, he's the undisputed GOAT, man. undisputed, man. But
Wait a minute.
LeBron, what has LeBron to show, man? He has a fucking back-to-back, the same as Hakeem Olajuwon, the same as Isaiah Thomas, the same as Kobe with Powell. LeBron, come on, man. You only have a back-to-back? Come on, man. That's too little to be considered the GOAT, man.
I gotta
only
find
a back-to-back.
I gotta find Maverick Carter's email address. I need somebody give me Maverick Carter's email address. I need to email these guys and apologize for allowing Mario to come up here on this show and be so disrespectful to King James. So he wants to bring up the whole point about Jordan getting 2 3-peats. Okay, salute to MJ on that. Okay, along with Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, and the rest of the game. Did we not watch LeBron James win back-to-back titles in Miami, take them to the championship 4 straight years, took the Cleveland Cavaliers to the championship back in 2007.
How many did he promise? When he went to Miami, how many did he promise?
Not 3, not 4. Yes.
Not 5. Come on, man.
But he okay. So what about going back to Cleveland? Cleveland, Ohio, bro.
LeBron is a
being
business,
down
man.
3-1 to a 73-9 team on the road in a game 7, giving Cleveland the first championship in sports in over 50 years.
Yeah.
Then goes to Los Angeles and wins another championship the same year that Kobe Bryant dies and the pandemic hits. And they got to play in a bubble. He wins a championship then. Whatever. You think Michael Jordan could have went to 3 franchises and won 3 titles and won titles for 3 franchises?
No, because they were different times. I have to give LeBron credit for being for having the power player empowered man to do that. I applaud him, but to me, I think I consider or one of the main aspects of a player when I'm considering him the GOAT is like being in the same franchise, man. For like LeBron had the opportunity to, I'm not going to say that I'm not expecting LeBron to be in the Cavs all his career, but in terms of legacy, I think that jumping from one team to another is going to affect his legacy.
Wow. And
I have a question for you.
I have an answer. Who's
the turnover leader in the history of basketball?
You want to play my man LeBron like that? We want to. If that's what we're doing today here on the Best of 7, we want to talk.
That's the first question. I got 2 for you.
What's the second one? This got to be LeBron.
Yeah.
But what's his usage rate? What's LeBron usage rate? I expect him to turn the ball over when he holds the ball more than anybody else.
People criticize Russell Westbrook for turning the ball over, but they don't criticize LeBron the same way.
But why is that though, Mario? Let's be complete.
Because
LeBron makes better decisions overall than Russell, right?
Better than Westbrook. Yeah, he's one of the greatest passers of all time, LeBron. But the second question that I got for you, who's the player that has missed most shots in NBA history?
Ooh, what player has the most missed shot attempts?
Yeah.
In NBA history during the modern era.
Yeah. We talk about it.
Regular season and postseason included.
Yeah, or maybe
I would have to go with Kobe.
I don't have that. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah,
it has to be Kobe.
Yeah,
Kobe's
it's Kobe.
Putting that basketball up.
People criticize Kobe for being like a real shooter. Yeah, ball hog. This season is not going to happen, but this next season, 2023, 2024, guess who is going to pass Kobe for the most missed shots in NBA history?
Who?
LeBron.
What?
What they are gonna say then? Wait
a minute. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I got my numbers right, LeBron is about to surpass, I don't want to say Magic Johnson, But
Yeah,
when it
Magic.
comes to all-time assists,
Assist.
LeBron is doing something in that category as well.
Yeah.
You want to play with LBJ this year, Mario. I can tell this 76th season of the NBA is going to be a special one, man. Mario and I are going to have so many debates. I can tell this is going to be one of these years, man, in the NBA. I cannot wait, man. Mario, I appreciate you coming on board to the show, man. About to get up out of here. Please, once again, let everybody know where they can follow you at and tune into your show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the opportunity. They can find me on my YouTube channel. It's called NBA a la Chilena. I'm obviously from Chile. And my Instagram is Mario NBA a la Chilena. They can find me there. We can do some collaborations. As I said before, I mostly do my content in Spanish, but I also, in the last couple of months, I've been doing content in English. I also do dubbing.
Okay.
Yeah, the interviews obviously I translated to Spanish with my voice over the interview. So that has been a great content. People really like it.
Nice. Real creative. Real creative. Before we sign off, I do have one more topic for you, Mario, just to get your brief opinion when it comes to Brittany Griner.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, a Russian court has set Brittany Griner's appeal hearing for October the 25th. Now, we know about the conviction that she got, about 9 years for the charges that she got. She's been detained since February. Her appeal hearing is set for this month, October the 25th. Really, what I wanted to know before we get up out of here from you, Mario, realistically, do you see this appeal going in the favor of Brittany Griner this month? Do you see her coming home? And what's the realization of her having a WNBA career moving forward?
Well, that's a tough topic to discuss, but to me, a lot of smoke has been blown over this situation. He has to be held accountable for what he did. I'm not hopeful that he's gonna come back to the States. We also saw 6ix9ine trolling her in Russia, but it's a difficult topic, man. But for me, he has to accept what she did and move on from that. It's like sometimes people with money, people with fame have a lot of privilege, but to me, sometimes they gotta pay, man, and that's a tough situation.
Yeah, this is a real tough situation, and I'm not saying that Brittany shouldn't get a pass she should get a pass because of what she did, but and I understand different countries got different rules and regulations, but what she was sentenced for in comparison to what she had is just ridiculous. It's real fucked up, and she's been in prison this long, and the lack of support that she really gotten from our country has just been iffy. I've seen a lot of comments of people feeling like she got what she deserved and they really don't want her back. So we see in people true colors. I, however, don't think that she's going to ever play in the WNBA again. I think that is a done deal. And it's kind of sad because she was definitely one of the rising superstars in that league, someone that was going to be able to carry the torch or assist with carrying the torch once people like Candace Parker and them left out. But I don't think that she's going to ever suit up again in the WNBA. But I hope this do work out for her, regardless of what the circumstances is. If she still has to be detained, I would just prefer it to be in the United States, like having her in Russia.
That's a great way.
For a decade for that little bit of stuff, like it's just out of pocket. But
can I say something? A little something?
Sure.
I didn't remember that he was almost drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. That was a discussion to bring her to play in the NBA.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mark Cuban said when she was in Baylor, when she was eligible for the draft, that he was considering drafting her in the second round.
Wow. Well, free VG, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Mario, again, I appreciate you, bro. I did want to talk about Ime Udoka. I forgot about the Ime Udoka topic, but I do plan on joining your show very
Yeah,
soon. The
man.
next time you'll have me on, so maybe we can chop it up about Ime, Nia Long, and that whole Boston Celtics scandal on your show. But this is the Best of Seven Sports Talk, man. I'm Seven Mitchell. Salute to everybody out there in the live stream. Big up again to the NBA community. Be sure to check out this podcast, the Best of Seven Sports Talk, available on all listening platforms, and follow me everywhere on social media. I do follow back, and I appreciate the support. Big up again to my brother Mario. I'm Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven Sports Talk, and we are signing off. Peace, y'all.
Okay, now AR with the cooler kick. Keep street, we run this shit. Fell back after run it up. Then my last bitch, she was dumb as fuck. Hop out, get the spraying something. My last ox wasn't saying nothing. Whole stunting, big pimpin', whole hunting. 38 with the cooler kid in the mall with me like Joe Budden. These hoes front.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Him being drafted there in New Orleans, do you think maybe if he would have gone to another team with maybe better players or whatever, do you think that maybe that situation could have been different?
You know, bro, that is a very interesting question, Mario. And I'm going to say maybe, because I like the core that New Orleans had and has today as far as players. But I don't get the vibe from any of those players or the coaches that would hold Zion responsible to make sure that he's in shape and condition from last year, 2 years ago, moving forward. So maybe if he was with another team that had more tough guys in the locker room that would
Miami, maybe.
Yeah, Miami. That type of environment. That makes you hold yourself accountable for things on the court and off the court. That may actually been a problem, was the lack of discipline that he was getting from the higher ups in New Orleans, because he's a number one draft pick, and from his part too. But he's young, you know what I mean? So
he's 22.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But you got to have people over top of you that's going to kind of school you, break you down, and kind of humble you and let you know what should be happening, what not should be happening. And I think by them losing Anthony Davis, and it seemed like there was no future for New Orleans, they get the number one draft pick. So it's pretty much Zion's show. But if he would have went to another team that had a little bit more toughness in the locker room, you might be right. We may be seeing a different Zion. So it's iffy.
Yeah, because there was a lot of hype him going to New York fans. They always want the biggest star on the market. It happened with LeBron. It happened with KD. It happened with Kyrie. But come on, it's like he
couldn't go to Golden State and play. He couldn't play with Draymond and Steph and them, and they would allow him to just not, work out and be conditioned. Kevin Durant wouldn't go for that.
Yeah,
Kawhi wouldn't go for that.
They are trying to help you get better. They are not asking you something like, they are not asking you to go to college and get a degree. They are asking you to be in shape, to be disciplined, to be part of the team. Like we saw what C.J. McCollum said when he was traded to the Pelicans, that that Zion didn't message him. So obviously there in the Pelicans, they only got C.J. McCollum as a veteran. But to me, I agree with most of you have said, man.
Let's talk about the LA Lakers real briefly, man. Now, LeBron James and Pat Bev last night.
Damn.
I don't know what happened last night, man. These guys shot a pathetic 1 for 12 from the field. LeBron
they lost
was
by 30, right?
Yeah, they lost by like 30 points to the Sacramento Kings. LeBron was 0 for 7 from the field. Pat Bev was 1 for 5. Russell Westbrook was the only player to shoot over 50%. However, Mario, there's reports coming out from Bleacher Report. The trade rumors are still going on with Russ. There's a report that the Lakers are seriously considering sending Russ, and their 2 unprotected first-round picks to the Pacers for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. What's your reaction, bro, to this whole drama with Russell and the Lakers? Is it best to just part ways? Do you feel like the Lakers are kind of disrespecting Russell with all these rumors and they not shutting it down? What do you think about everything when it comes to LA?
Yeah, when it comes to LA, my first thought about Russell Westbrook is, come on, man, you're a grown ass man. You don't need to be you don't need an organization to cuddle you. You're a grown-ass man. You don't need people to say good things about you, to say that you're going to be the starter, that Russ is a great player, and blah, blah, blah. To me, Russ, he's been an issue, obviously. But to me, the Lakers need to get rid of him as soon as possible. I'm not a great fan of Russell Westbrook, and I have never been. So to me, Russ he has to show mental toughness, man. We've seen a lot from him. The 2K ratings, he had like a 78
76,
rating.
78. It was terrible. Yeah, they did him dirty.
Yeah, and we also saw the CBS top 100 players. He was like 98. To me, it's that I'm not saying that they need to be tough with him, but maybe there's not another option to make this thing work. Westbrook he has to be better.